Working out how to overtake in a kart is one of the hardest parts of racing. So much for coming out, Jimmy. It was
Nice.
yeah, baby! So in this video, I had some amazing battles with the fastest 10-year-old I've ever seen to explain how I'm setting up these overtakes and defending. If you don't know me, I'm Kyan. I've been racing for the past 10 years, set 3-lap records and coached over 100 people now. And currently I'm on a mission to visit every single track in Australia. So subscribe if you want to follow along with the journey. And we're just about to jump into the battles, but first, let's go for a lap of the circuit. So this is A1 Supa Karts in Bendigo, Victoria, a 650-meter outdoor track, and it's one of the fastest and most technical tracks in the state. They use the Sodi GT5 9-horsepower karts, and it's a very reasonable price of $3 per minute. So starting the lap, coming across the start-finish line, onto the long straight. And these karts can hit almost 70 kilometers per hour, which makes them the fastest 9-horsepower karts in Victoria. So coming into turn 1, and this is a beautifully long double apex corner, which tightens as you go through, otherwise known as a decreasing radius corner. And then through turn 3, onto the back straight. And now we're coming into turn 4, which is just about flat, but it requires a huge amount of commitment. So that is a really fun corner. And then into the technical third sector. So braking deep into the horseshoe and then again hooking up for a late apex before the change of direction, flat through this kink, small dab of the brakes into the final hairpin and then quickly back to full throttle and across the line for around a 41-second lap time. All right, we've just had 2 amazing sessions at A1 Supa Karts, and I'm here with sim racing legend, Mr. Jimmy Grills.
Pleasure to be here.
And Jimmy, what is your #1 tip to drive better?
It's got to be vision. That's the #1 thing. You know, this is my first time back in a year. I noticed on the first lap, it felt like I was driving like this. You need to purposely look as far into the distance as you can every single time, and you'll find that everything becomes so much easier. Trust me, it's the move.
Vision is so incredibly important, so
100%.
yeah.
Biggest thing. It's a pleasure to be here with you, man.
Thank you so much for coming out, Jimmy. It was a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
So this is a fast, high grip track with a whole variety of different technical corners. But that's just the start, because now we're going to jump into this amazing battle with Hunter. All right, so we've had a few laps of warm up and now immediately getting into this battle. And Hunter getting a great run on us. Kart's getting up to almost 70k by the end of the straight. Into turn 1 and 2, slotting in behind Hunter. Having a look if we could get up the inside into turn 2, but no way past. And now heading into turn 4. Beautiful fast corner, catching up a lot here. Think about going to the inside, big dive bomb, but then that compromises us on the exit. And Hunter getting back up the inside. We go for a switchback, get the move done. So already so many awesome battles in the first lap. Hunter up the inside, we go for a switchback and get through back into the lead.
Oh yeah.
Now skipping forwards a bit, catching up to Lewis Hamilton himself, get a good run up the inside. Diving into this corner. Hunter behind us, gets a much wider entry and alongside on the exit and then goes for a beautiful switchback and absolutely flies past.
Good job, little
So
man.
another awesome move by 10-year-old Hunter, getting past into the lead.
This guy knows what he's doing, and it's amazing to see.
Skipping forwards now to the next lap and we're back on his tail. Little mistake there, and now again, thinking about going to the inside, we think better of it, take a nice wide line, get a good run on the exit. And here, think about going for the switchback, but then we're too far alongside and we go to the outside, get the move done, Brooke behind, getting into the fray, skipping forwards again, and the person on the inside going very deep into the corner and spins over the sand. And here, getting compromised by the person in front, Hunter thinking about going for the switchback again, but then switches to the outside, gets a good run, up the inside into the last hairpin. We go for another switchback, a little bit of contact here, and just see how even the karts are. I was so impressed by this that we were having these awesome battles, and down the straight, we're pulling exactly the same, which is pretty unusual for most rental places. And you would have also noticed all of this telemetry on the screen for our speed and our lap times and our G-force, and the thing on my steering wheel, and this is the Draggy Pro lap timer. Every time I go to an outdoor track now, I use this because the data it gives you is really, really cool, especially if you want to get faster as a driver. My favorite thing is the live delta. So when you're driving, you can see exactly where you're gaining and losing time, which is awesome for working out how to go fast. And then afterwards, you can look through and analyze everything. So this is a very cool tool. And if you also want to get one, then there's a link in the description. Highly recommend it. Coming through into the fast kink, not too bad, a little bit of a slide there, so potentially a bit vulnerable. Taking this corner okay, but Hunter with a much later apex, and you can see how much time they gain on the exit. Reeling it all back in, goes to the inside once more, big lunge, we go for the switch back again a little bit of contact, coming down the straight, we're neck and neck, jumping to the end of the straight now, and what a beautiful move. Up the inside goes Hunter, becomes the outside for turns 3 and 4.
Yes!
But then, well and truly ahead by turn 5, we're thinking about trying to switch back up the inside, but we don't go for it. We're gonna bide our time, try and get him on the exit. So here we go. Going for around the outside, little mistake from Hunter. And we get our nose up around the outside, which becomes the inside for the last hairpin. And here we go. Through the final corner, side by side, across the line, and we just managed to stay in front. But my goodness. What an awesome battle, and what an awesome track.
Mate, that was some of the most incredible battling I've had in a long time. You are the fastest 10-year-old I've ever raced. Seriously, like, that was amazing.
Overall, I'm so impressed with A1 Supa Karts. It's fast, there's so much variety in the track, and the racing it produces was just phenomenal. Now, roughly once a month, they run the Supa Sunday Championship Series, which is a great way to get a taste of some competitive rental karting. I did the last round and had some incredible races, so I highly recommend checking it out, and I can't wait to head back. There'll be a video about those races soon, and subscribe so that you don't miss the next video. See ya!